So everyone keeps asking me, what happened to the old Dirty Dodge, the original White Knight? Where did he go? Well, he's right here. And he hasn't been driven this week. So let's cold start it. So we come over here to the other second gen to get our keys. And let's get her unlocked. Heads up, she's gonna be super cranky. And not like cranky this way, like cranky angry. So she's dead cold. Let's turn that fan off. I'm gonna hit the key and hold the phone up here so you can hear her madness. Come on, buzzer. Oh yeah, you hear that lower end knock? Yep, and that'll fall here before too long. But then again, it does have 367,000 miles. Oh, how I love my second gens.
After that, we'll do a pickup at the university. And then from there, we head up to Portage and we stop at the Amtrak station in Portage. After that, it's a stop in Stevens Point. Or, I'm sorry, I skipped Westfield. After Portage, we're gonna stop in Westfield. We stop at a mobile gas station there at Westfield. And then from Westfield, it'll be up to Stevens Point. When we get to Point, we stop at the Olympia restaurant there with a scheduled arrival of 12:10. That's usually real close to that. And then after that, I head up to Wausau. Wausau is scheduled for 12:50. Down the Gulf Coast in Florida, still just a U.S. highway.
Right.
And of course, it was city after city, driving through the city.
Right.
So it isn't as quick as the interstate, but definitely seeing a different part of Florida.
That's the Fort Lauderdale, to the airport. Princess Cruises. I love cruising. That's the way to go.
Next widget. Green edit mode. Weather, 60 meters, TikTok, 15 new nebula, edit mode. Activate, default. Notification center, Google News, 2:52 p.m. Free notifications, Google News, group, 2 minutes ago.
Okay.
And he
grad student who wanted to create philosophy classes that anybody could access. And 2 years ago, he decided to become a she. Changed her name from Oliver to
I don't
Abigail.
know if you heard about that, but
Yeah.
yeah, it was quite a little nightmare for our bus company. But we worked through it, and then the day before that, I was coming down, and I got to Stoughton. I guess everything was fine till Madison, but then when I got to Stoughton, I came around the bend, and all the traffic was stopped. And I then spent an hour and a half between Stoughton and Edgerton in this bus. Luckily, it was just by myself. Everybody was going to Madison, but that day, it was a semi-truck that completely burned to the ground. Completely. Like, when I got up to it, it was rubble. And there was no tow truck involved. It was a dumpster and like a front end loader just scooping up debris. It was
How
so
long-
Wow.
How long would it normally take you between those two?
like 7 or 8 minutes.
Wow.
yeah. I literally, I was there so long, I put it in park, I was just sitting there and went back
wow.
to use the bathroom, and, it was...
Well,
it
I
was
hope
so-
today is better.
Yeah.
For these
I
two
just...
anyways.
I thought, I gave you guys all those times, and I'm usually really, really accurate with that stuff, but I thought I'd put a little disclaimer on there just in case.
You are driving in the real world.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's back to reality for us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I haven't seen any or heard any news since Sunday morning.
Yeah.
Well, yesterday apparently it was a motorcycle and a SUV.
Oh, not
Oh
good.
man.
They shut it all down. They had to bring in the Flight for Life
Right.
helicopter. But it was both sides just shut down.
Yeah.
Man, I'm from Los Angeles and I've been through slower traffic than that.
Oh yeah. LA is the king of traffic.
Yeah.
How bad traffic that is.
People were posting on Facebook about just being on Highway 14 and not moving because of the overflow.
Yeah, they redirected everybody, and then there was like 4 more accidents on the routes that they redirected people, and I believe on Highway 14 was one of them.
Wow.
So they were like pushed everybody off the interstate. When I say it was closed, I mean it was closed. You couldn't go through.
My sister hates the interstate.
Yeah.
And she has to commute to visit us from Madison all the time.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it's usually pretty good, Like I usually drive to Chicago every day, so for me, it's great. It's all
Yeah.
relative, But then, like this morning too, that belt line will get you too.
That'll hit you every time.
I know what that's like to go visit my uncle. People will speed past you in a 55-mile zone.
Yeah, if they can. This morning they couldn't. They had 2 lanes closed at rush hour to do whatever they were doing. I'm not sure what they were doing. There's the sign said on the truck that, they park there with the flashing lights.
Right.
Yeah.
The sign said doing de-icing work, and I got a chuckle out of that. I'm like, I don't think there's
Not
any
that
ice
cold, though.
around here. Like, what is going on? So he wants to just repurpose that truck, or I don't know. But yeah, that set me behind 15 minutes. And I ended up making up 5. I was 10 minutes late going north today. Just because of the belt line.
Everyone keeps asking me, what happened to the old Dirty Dodge, the original White Knight? Where did he go? Well, he's right here. And he hasn't been driven this week, so let's cold start it. So we come over here to the other second gen to get our keys. And let's get her unlocked. Heads up, she's gonna be super cranky. And not like cranky this way, like cranky angry. So she's dead cold. Let's turn that fan off. I'm gonna hit the key and hold the phone up here so you can hear her madness. Come on, buzzer. Oh yeah, you hear that lower end knock? Yep, and that'll fall here before too long. But then again, it does have 367,000 miles. Oh, how I love my second gens.
strange there.
That was rude.
Got it. You shut it down.
I had to do it. The donut should go.
You can always turn it into a shoot, right? Or
Yeah.
stand.
Darn it. It's so upset. Ow.
You should do donuts around the parking lot, Miss Lisa.
Not working.
Yeah, donuts are fun in the parking lot.
I think I'm
yeah,
done
it used to be a little more slippery for donuts.
Hey. Not
There's the Taurus.
Don't.